Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Hub. I'm Larry, and I am so ready for today's deep dive. We've got a ton of cool new AI stuff to unpack.
Hey folks, Amanda here. And yeah, we've been sifting through a ton of AI news and articles lately. Things are moving so fast.
No kidding. It's mind-blowing how quickly this field is evolving.
Right.
But we're not just here to throw headlines at you. We're going to break it all down. What's actually important and what it means for you.
Think of us as your AI cheat sheet, you know? Cutting through all the noise, giving you the need-to-know info.
Exactly. And speaking of need to know, Amanda, I hear you've been playing around with a new AI feature on your iPhone. Something pretty slick.
Oh, yeah. This one has me hooked. It's called Message Summaries, part of this new Apple Intelligence thing they've rolled out.
Okay. Break it down for us. What does it actually do?
So imagine you're in a meeting and your phone's blowing up with texts. Instead of sneaking peeks at your phone, this feature summarizes each message so you can get the gist without even opening them.
Hold up. So it's not just pulling out keywords. It's actually trying to understand the meaning of the message.
You got it. It's like it's reading between the lines and giving you a super concise version of what's being said. It's pretty impressive.
That sounds like a serious time saver.
Yeah.
And with the amount of text we all get these days, I can see how that'd be game-changing.
It really is. I feel so much less overwhelmed by my inbox now, and it helps me prioritize, you know, which messages actually need my attention right away.
So it's like having a personal assistant filtering your messages.
Exactly. Though I will say, it's not perfect. Sometimes it can misinterpret things, especially if your friends use a lot of slang or inside jokes.
Yeah, I can see that. AI is getting better at understanding natural language.
Yeah.
But it's still got some learning to do when it comes to those subtle nuances.
Right. CNET actually shared this hilarious story about one of their colleagues who was on this tough hike and texted a friend saying they were dead tired.
Oh, no. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. The Apple Intelligence Summary said the hike was fatal.
That's classic.
Yeah.
A good reminder that AI can be incredibly useful. But we can't take it too literally just yet.
Totally. Human communication is complex, and AI is still catching up. But even with those limitations, I think message summaries are a great example of how AI can make our lives a little easier and less stressful.
I'm with you on that. So if I'm itching to try this out, what do I need?
Well, you'll need to be rocking an iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max with iOS 18.1.
Ah, so the latest and greatest. Figures.
And here's another cool thing. You can actually customize it. Choose which apps get summarized. So if you're worried about potential misinterpretations from certain friends, you can just turn it off for their messages.
That's a nice touch. Gives you a bit more control over the whole thing. So all this talk about Apple Intelligence, it makes me wonder about security. Are they taking that seriously?
It seems like they are. They're actually offering up to $1 million to anyone who can hack their AI service.
$1 million. That's a pretty hefty bounty.
It is. It shows they're really committed to protecting user data, especially since AI involves processing so much sensitive information.
And they're not just relying on bug bounties. They've also developed this thing called private cloud compute, or PCC.
Right. What's fascinating about PCC is that it's designed to keep your data on your device for certain tasks.
So like if I'm using Apple Intelligence to transcribe a voice memo, the audio doesn't have to leave my phone.
Exactly. Which means even if Apple servers were compromised, your personal data would still be safe and sound.
That's a big win for privacy in the age of AI. But it's not just Apple making waves in the AI world, is it? What about the other big players?
Oh, the competition is heating up, especially in the realm of AI search. ChatGPT just added search functionality, going head-to-head with Google.
Whoa, that's a major move. ChatGPT was already a pretty powerful chatbot, but now it can pull real-time information from the web. That's game-changing.
It is. It essentially turns ChatGPT into a more conversational way to search. Imagine asking a question in plain English and getting back relevant results and links to websites, all within a chat interface.
I've been messing around with it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty slick. You can ask it things like, what's the best Italian restaurant in my neighborhood? Or give me a summary of the latest news on climate change. And it just spits out the info in a way that feels supernatural.
It's definitely a new way to think about search. I'm curious to see how Google responds to this challenge. They've been the king of search for so long.
Oh, they're not taking this lying down. Google CEO Sundar Pichai mentioned that a whopping 25% of all new code at Google is now being generated by AI.
That's a staggering number. It shows just how deeply they're integrating AI into their core operations.
It seems like we're witnessing a full-blown AI arms race between these tech giants.
And you know what? I think that's good news for us, the users. This kind of competition usually leads to rapid innovation and better products.
I agree. It's like watching the evolution of the internet all over again. Except this time it's happening even faster.
It really is. And speaking of evolution, have you heard about this new Google course on prompt engineering?
Prompt engineering. That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It kind of is, but it's becoming a real-world skill. It's all about learning how to communicate effectively with AI systems. Specifically, how to give them the right instructions to get the results you want.
So it's like learning AI's language.
Exactly. Just like we had to learn how to use search engines effectively back in the day. Now we need to learn how to speak AI. It's about crafting the perfect prompts to unlock AI's full potential.
That's fascinating. So we're moving beyond just using AI tools to actually needing to understand how they think.
That's the key. The more we understand about AI, its capabilities and limitations, the better equipped we'll be to navigate this rapidly changing world.
It seems like AI is popping up everywhere these days.
It really is. Even in something like, say, trying on different hairstyles.
Oh, wait. AI for hairstyles.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
There's this app called Facetune AI that lets you virtually try on different hairstyles and makeup looks using AI.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like having a personal stylist
Yeah,
right in your pocket.
exactly. And it's just one example of how AI is becoming more accessible and integrated into our daily lives. It's not just for techies anymore.
This is a lot to take in. AI is making our phones smarter, shaking up the search landscape, and even helping us choose the perfect haircut.
And this is just the beginning. The future of AI is full of possibilities, and I think it's safe to say that things are going to get even more interesting from here on out.
I think you're right about that. It's an exciting time to be alive, especially for those of us who are fascinated by the world of AI.
Absolutely. And with that, we wrap up another deep dive into the fascinating world of AI.
Thanks for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery. We hope you found it informative and engaging. And hey, if you're as intrigued by the world of AI as we are, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe to AI Hub for more deep dives into the ever-evolving world of artificial intelligence. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.